I want to talk to you about the perfect Final Fantasy game, that one Final Fantasy game that stands above the rest. But here's a plot twist, it probably doesn't exist. You know why? Because every Final Fantasy is good at doing something else that other Final Fantasies kind of fail at. And that's when it comes down to personal preference. But if we were to focus on the most Final Fantasy game that's the most Final Fantasy of the bunch, it probably has to be Final Fantasy IX, right? Do you agree with me? And what's your most Final Fantasy game? Normally I try to script my videos so that way I sound like a funny, but this time I just want to be natural. I think with Final Fantasy IX, if it ever gets a remake, I don't want it to be changed in any way. I think the game is nearly perfect in every single way. It's not my favorite Final Fantasy game, but it is a goddamn good RPG. It's probably one of the best out there. Now, while I don't want anything changed, I would love things to be expanded on. There's so much in that game that's not touched, but I feel like it was just a victim of its time. It was right at the end of the PlayStation 1 era, and that game pushed the PlayStation 1 to its limits. I would have loved to have seen the downfall of Terra. I would have loved to have seen what Madain Suri was like before all the summoners got snuffed out. And there's some character development there I wish that existed. Like Freya, her and her relationship with Sir Fratley, or whatever his name is. There seems to be a lot to unfold there, but it's just never touched on. The dude loses his memory, and halfway through the game, her story becomes irrelevant. And then Amarat, whatever his name is, I don't want him to be such a butthurt loser. That's his whole kind of character development. It's like, it's not a bad thing, but I just wish there was more to him. But I guess what I really want is just more lore. I want to see more of the universe of Final Fantasy IX without touching the core material. That was an amazing journey, and I think we should keep it that way. And I want them to keep in the whole Excalibur 2 run. That'd be sick. I'd love to see people these days try to attempt something like that. Anyway, that's what I kind of want for a Final Fantasy IX remake, and I hope it happens. But I would love to know what you want from a Final Fantasy IX remake. Or is there another Final Fantasy that you want remade? And a bit of homework, tell me what your favorite top 10 RPGs are of 2009. Bye.